You can be anything. That's Barbie's motto, one of the most sold toys of all time. And with more than 30 movies released, the blonde doll is a success in the entire world. But Barbie also has her hidden dark side and hides some strange secrets that I bet that you don't know about. And in this video, you can find out things that only adults notice in Barbie. So stick with me because this is Julie and you're watching Toon Time. Knowing that Barbie is 63 years old and that her true name isn't even Barbie, at the time that she was created, there was no doll like her. The only ones that could change clothes and accessories were made out of paper, and the only ones made out of plastic were babies. Until a woman called Ruth realized how much her daughter Barbara loved playing with that easy to torn pieces of clothes, and decided to create for her a teenage doll with a much better quality than a mere piece of paper. Later, she decided to invest in the toy and gave it the name of her own daughter, Barbie, a short for Barbara, the true name of the most famous doll in the world. At the time, it was really common short Barbara that way, and that helped to increase the doll's popularity by making little girls identify with her. Ruth explained that her objective was to always make Barbie an example to be followed and make girls feel like Barbie and be able to do anything they wanted. With so many different dolls released along all those years, there is a cursed Barbie. But calm down, this isn't possessed by any spirit like Annabelle. I'm talking about the Barbie Sky Dancer, released at the 2000s, that came with a little string that made her spin really fast. The issue is that because of her wings were made with a thin hard plastic, they ended up warming a lot of kids. There were cases of temporary blindness, face cuts that needed stitches, and even broken bones and teeth. The Sky Dancers were sold only for kids over 5 years old, but such a dangerous toy like this shouldn't have gone to the shelves to begin with, don't you think? And do you know that Mattel, the company behind protecting everything Barbie related, planned to release a movie selling their version of Sleeping Beauty? But just like in the movie Barbie as Rapunzel, Mattel wanted to use the true name of the princess, Aurora. But there was a little problem with this. At this time, Disney had bought their rights to the character and the movie could only be released with the approval. And sadly, Disney didn't let Mattel use the name. So Mattel tried to make a petition to try to pressure Disney's studios, but they didn't like it at all, forbidding once and for all Barbie as the Sleeping Beauty, with or without the name Aurora. But the doll was even already released, and apparently it would have a magical flute that she would use to wake up the rest of the castle that fell asleep along with her curse. Well, but it seems like the studios made up when Mattel gave Pixar the rights to exhibit Barbie as a toy in the Toy Story movie. And you don't need to be a biggest fan of Barbie to know Ken, her boyfriend, that has his toy version and her cartoon version. The first Ken doll was released just 2 years later after the first Barbie, and they were together since. And just as Barbie, the name Ken is inspired by the son of his creator, a boy named Kenneth, which is a kind of bizarre since they are brother and sister in real life. But what you probably don't know is that they broke up once back in 2004, since at the time the sales weren't that good as expected, and Mattel announced the perfect couple breaking probably to draw attention. And not so much later, Blaine substituted Ken, being the new Barbie's lover for some time, and he pleased the fans a lot until Pixar decided to release Toy Story 3 and decided to bring Ken back as Barbie's boyfriend. Mattel agreed successfully, and Ken and Barbie remained together 14 years later and never split up again. A curious detail is that all the time that they were broken up, Ken was cut from all Barbie movies, and every time that Barbie has a love interest in another man, he was brunette and not blonde like her ex Ken. But tell me in the comments, would you rather Ken or Blaine? And if you want more Barbie videos, like this one and subscribe to the channel. Thank you a lot for watching till here, and hasta la vista!